মোৰ অতি প্ৰিয় চেনেল নিউজ 18ৰ কৰ্মকৰ্তাসকল লগতে লায়ন্স ইণ্টাৰনেশ্যনেলৰ কাৰ্যকৰ্তাসকল আৰু ইয়াত উপস্থিত থকা মোৰ সহকৰ্মী চিকিৎসক আৰু প্ৰিণ্ট এণ্ড ইলেক্ট্ৰনিক মিডিয়াৰ বন্ধু বান্ধৱসকল লগতে লেডিজ এণ্ড জেণ্টলমেন, গুড ইভিনিং টু অল অফ ইউ। এইটো এটা বিশেষ মুহূৰ্ত এইকাৰণেই যে নিউজ 18ৰ লগত মোৰ বহু দিনৰ সম্বন্ধ, বহুত ইণ্টাৰভিউ দিছোঁ। মোৰ বিষয়ে যিমানখিনি কথা মোৰ মনত নাই সেইখিনি হয়তো নিউজ 18ৰ আৰ্কাইভত সন্নিৱিষ্ট হৈ আছে চিৰদিনৰ কাৰণে। তেনেকুৱা এটা অনুষ্ঠানৰ পৰা যেতিয়া এনেধৰণৰ এটা লাইফ টাইম এচিভমেণ্ট এৱাৰ্ড পোৱা যায়, তেতিয়া উপলব্ধি কৰা যায় যে মোক যিটো অনুষ্ঠানে ইমান ভালকৈ জানে, যিবিলাক কথা কৈছোঁ মই হয়তো মোৰে মনত নাই, তাৰ ওপৰত নিৰ্ভৰ কৰি যেতিয়া এই বঁটাটো মোক দিছে, তেতিয়া আই ৱাজ ৰিয়েলি হাম্বল বাই হোৱাট এভাৰ দে হেভ ডান ফৰ মি। থেংক ইউ নিউজ 18, থেংক ইউ লায়ন্স ইণ্টাৰনেশ্যনেল ফৰ দিছ কাইণ্ড জেচাৰ্ছ টু দিছ পাৰ্চন। মই ভাবোঁ মই পৰাশমণি আদিত্যক মোক নিমন্ত্ৰণ কৰিবলৈ যাওঁতে সুধিছিলোঁ মই ক'ব লাগিব নেকি কিবা কথা। সাধাৰণতে মই এনেকৈ বক্তৃতা দি খুব ভাল নাপাওঁ, তেখেতে বোলে আপুনি অকণমান ক'ব লাগিব। গতিকে মই ভাবিলোঁ দুআষাৰ কোৱাটো মোৰ দায়িত্ব। মইনো কি ক'ম? লাইফ টাইম এচিভমেণ্ট এৱাৰ্ড। প্ৰথমতে মই দত্ত ছাৰ হ'ল মোৰ অগ্ৰজ। ছাৰ মোতকৈ 10 বছৰৰ ছিনিয়ৰ। আমি একেলগে মেডিকেল কলেজত কাম কৰিছিলোঁ। এইটো দ্বিতীয় লাইফ টাইম এচিভমেণ্ট এৱাৰ্ড ছাৰে মোলৈ পাছ কৰি দিছে। ইয়াৰ আগতেও মিতালী ভূঞা ফাউণ্ডেশ্যনৰ লাইফ টাইম এচিভমেণ্ট এৱাৰ্ডটো ছাৰে মোক দিছিলে। মই তাকেই চিন্তা কৰি আহিছোঁ যে আমি এটা নিৰ্দিষ্ট পথেৰে আগবাঢ়িছিলোঁ। আমি ভাবিছিলোঁ যে চৰকাৰৰ লগতে চৰকাৰক সহায় কৰিবৰ কাৰণে অসমৰ ৰাইজৰ কাৰণে এটা অল্টাৰনেটিভ স্বাস্থ্য ব্যৱস্থা আৰু প্লেটফৰ্ম এখন গঠন কৰা ভাল। গতিকে মই যেতিয়া GNRC আৰম্ভ কৰিছিলোঁ, ছাৰ বোধহয় তেতিয়া বিদেশত আছিলে, আপুনি এটা UK ফেল'শ্বিপ লৈ পেলাই বাহিৰলৈ গৈছিলে। গতিকে আমি GNRC আৰম্ভ কৰিছিলোঁ 1987ত। ছাৰ আহি পেলাই মষ্ট প্ৰবেবলি ডাউন টাউন আৰম্ভ কৰিছিলে 1988ত, হয়নে বাবা? নহয়, 1988ত। মোৰ এতিয়াও মনত আছে, উদ্বোধনী অনুষ্ঠানলৈ মই গৈছিলোঁ। তেতিয়া মেঘালয়ৰ চিফ মিনিষ্টাৰে উদ্বোধন কৰিব আহিছিলে। তেওঁ এটা কথা কৈছিলে যে অসমীয়া লাহে লাহে, আমি আৰু তাতকৈও পাছে পাছে। মোৰ কথাটো খুব পাইছিলোঁ, ফূৰ্তি পাইছিলোঁ শুনি পেলাই যে অসমীয়াবিলাক লাহে লাহে, কিন্তু ইয়াত 2খন হস্পিটেল হৈছে, কিন্তু আমি মেঘালয়বিলাক আৰু পিছে পিছে, আমাৰ তাত কেতিয়া হয় ক'ব নোৱাৰোঁ। যি কি নহওক, লাইফ টাইম এচিভমেণ্ট এৱাৰ্ড মানে মই এজ এ চিকিৎসক, এজ এ এণ্টাৰপ্ৰেনাৰ, তাৰ বিষয়ে দুআষাৰ আপোনালোকক ক'ম। চিকিৎসক হিচাপে মই বিচাৰ কৰিছিলোঁ যে কোনোবাই আমাৰ অতি মৰমৰ অভিনেত্ৰী, তেওঁ ক'লে যে চিকিৎসকসকল ঈশ্বৰৰ দৰে। কিন্তু মই বিশ্বাস কৰিছিলোঁ যে মোৰ পেচেণ্টসকল চিকিৎসকৰ কাৰণে ভগৱানৰ দৰে। গতিকে মই যেতিয়া প্ৰতিজন ৰোগীক চিকিৎসা কৰিছিলোঁ, তেওঁ যেতিয়া ৰিক্সাৱালাই হওক বা ঠেলাৱালাই হওক বা 5 বছৰীয়া শিশুৱে হওক বা এবছৰীয়া সন্তানেই হওক, মই নিজেই এটা এক্সামিনেশ্যন ছিষ্টেম উলিয়াই লৈছিলোঁ। মই মূৰৰ পৰা ৰোগীজন এক্সামিন কৰোঁ আৰু তেওঁ ভৰিত হাতখন থৈ মই পৰীক্ষাটো শেষ কৰোঁ যে হে ভগৱান, ইউ আৰ মাই গড, আৰু তোমাক যে মই সেৱা কৰাৰ সুবিধাটো পাইছোঁ, তাৰ কাৰণে মই তোমাক ধন্যবাদ দিছোঁ। এইটো হ'ল গডলি ৰিলেশ্যনশ্বিপ। যেতিয়া পেচেণ্টে চিকিৎসকজনক ঈশ্বৰ বুলি ভাবে, চিকিৎসকজনেও যদি পেচেণ্টজনক ঈশ্বৰৰ দৰে গণ্য কৰে, তেতিয়াহ'লে ইট বিকামছ এ ডক্টৰ পেচেণ্ট ৰিলেশ্যনশ্বিপ বিকামছ গডলি ৰিলেশ্যনশ্বিপ। তেতিয়া তাত পাৰ্থিৱ যিবিলাক কনফ্লিক্ট, কাজিয়া পেচাল কিবা কিবি আজিকালি যিবিলাক লৈ আমি ভয় কৰি থাকোঁ ডাক্তৰবিলাকে সেইবিলাকৰ তাত স্থানেই নাথাকে সেইবিলাকৰ তাত স্থানেই নাথাকে That was one of my approach in life that treat each and every patient as your God সেইকাৰণে মই মোৰ ICUত GNRCৰ দিছপুৰ কেম্পাছত 150খন বেডৰ প্ৰায় 90খন বেড ICU বেড তাৰমানে মেক্সিমাম পেচেণ্ট ICUত থাকে আমি প্ৰথম ICUটো আৰম্ভ কৰিছিলোঁ GNRCত তেতিয়া মই দেখিছিলোঁ অসমত মানুহ they die like flies there was no ventilator there was no monitor no ICU প্ৰথম ICUটো মই তাত আৰম্ভ কৰিছিলোঁ তেতিয়া এটা কথা মোৰ এতিয়াও মনত আছে মই নিউয়ৰ্কৰ প্ৰেছবাইটন হস্পিটেলত ICUৰ বিষয়ে জানিবলৈ গৈছিলোঁ AIMSত থাকোঁতে ICU দেখিছিলোঁ তাত ICU মানে সদায় ডিছকাশ্যন হৈছিলে ইটছ এ লুজিং ভেঞ্চাৰ গোটেই প্ৰফেচৰসকলে আলোচনা কৰে ICU মানে কেনেকৈ এইবিলাক ছাষ্টেইন কৰা যাব ইভেন এট দি গভৰ্ণমেণ্ট লেভেল গতিকে এইবিলাকতো কেনেকৈ কি কৰিব পাৰি তাকে ভাবি মই আমেৰিকাত গ'লোঁ মোৰ এতিয়াও মনত আছে এদিনৰ এটা ক্লাছ ICUৰ ওপৰত নিউয়ৰ্কৰ প্ৰেছবাইটন হস্পিটেলত তেওঁলোক ইমানেই আগবঢ়া তেতিয়া অসমত আমি দুজন নিউৰলজিষ্ট আমেৰিকাৰ সেইখন হস্পিটেলৰ এটা ডিপাৰ্টমেণ্টত 64জন নিউৰলজিষ্ট আৰু তাৰে যিগৰাকী ICUৰ নাৰ্ছ ইনচাৰ্জ তেওঁ আহি প্ৰথম ষ্টেটমেণ্টটো দিলে যে আমি সদায় ৰাতিপুৱা আহি ডিচাইড কৰি লওঁ আজি আমি কোনকেইজন পেচেণ্টক অৱহেলা কৰিম It was a shock for me. There is a dearth of people everywhere in the world. যিখন হস্পিটেলত 64জন নিউৰলজিষ্ট এটা ডিপাৰ্টমেণ্টত সেইখন হস্পিটেলৰো নাৰ্ছ ইনচাৰ্জগৰাকীয়ে গোটেই ইণ্টাৰনেশ্যনেল গেডাৰিংটো কৈছে প্ৰতি ৰাতিপুৱাই আমি ডিচিশ্যন ল'ব লাগে আজি কোনকেইজন পেচেণ্টক কমকৈ চাম অৱহেলা কৰি তাৰপিছত এখন সেমিনাৰ মই এটেণ্ড কৰিছিলোঁ জনছ হপকিন্সত এটেণ্ড কৰোঁতে তেতিয়া তাৰ এগৰাকী ইনচাৰ্জে তেতিয়া ক'লে তাত নাৰ্ছসকলক বহুত ওপৰত স্থান দিয়া যায় তেওঁলোকে যেতিয়া JCI এক্ৰিডিটেশ্যনত যায় তাত 3গৰাকী মানুহ যায় এজন ক্লিনিচিয়ান এগৰাকী নাৰ্ছ আৰু এজন মেনেজাৰ ফেচিলিটি মেনেজাৰ এই তিনিটাৰ সমন্বয়তহে এখন হস্পিটেল হৈ উঠিব পাৰে A nurse is a very important component of the healthcare system. I learned from them how to value the nursing care. They are the backbone of a hospital. আমি ডক্টৰজন যাওঁ পেচেণ্টৰ কাষত 5 মিনিট 7 মিনিট থাকোঁ গুচি আহোঁ ৰিমেইনিং 24 hours কোনে চাব মোৰ পেচেণ্টজনক নাৰ্ছে চাব নহয় সেইকাৰণে মই সদায় নাৰ্ছৰ ওপৰত গুৰুত্ব প্ৰদান কৰিছিলোঁ মই সদায় নাইট ডিউটিৰ পৰা ঘৰলৈ যোৱাৰ আগতে সিহঁতক লগ পাবলৈ ৱাৰ্ডত ৰাউণ্ড দিবলৈ গৈছিলোঁ কাৰণ সিহঁতে মোক ৰিয়েল পিকচাৰটো দিয়ে ক'ত কি হৈছে কি নাই হোৱা ৰাতিটোত পেচেণ্টবিলাক কেনেকৈ পাৰ কৰি গ'ল দিজ আৰ লাইফ ইজ প্ৰিচিয়াছ once somebody slips out of your hand you cannot bring it back so strengthening a strong nursing support for any hospital is foundation of that hospital it is very very important then the other backbone is the resident staff a doctor needs to have 3 qualities he must be a good doctor there is no 2 words about it he must know how to talk to a patient he must know Hippocrates taught us 2,500 years ago about the approach of a doctor to a patient that has not changed during last 2,500 years. Number 1, listen to the patient. Number 2, examine him. Do not write prescription without examining him. Number 3, explain him based on what you have said, based on what I have examined. What is my impression about your illness? And what you need to do? What happens if you do not do these things? And how it will help me and you if you do these things? Then record it. Even 2500 years agote Hippocrates ei kotha tu koisile. Jiman technology ahise tetia tor dinot stethoscope nasile, thermometer nasile. But he was the greatest doctor on earth till today. Ami etiao teok father of medicine buli kau. I thought that is very, very important. I tried to follow that in every step of my clinical judgment and clinical approach to a patient. Despite that, GNRC was the first hospital in this part of the country to bring in lot of technology. First CT scan of this region, first MRI of this region, first cath lab of this region. We computerized the hospital in 1992. But clinical excellence, technology, and compassion and human task must go together parallelly. Only then a healthcare can be created. Without empathy and compassion, technology cannot give complete care to a patient, complete satisfaction to a patient. That's what I learned or realized in my life, and I tried to implement it. A doctor's responsibilities, he must be a good doctor. Second, he must be a good teacher and mentor. He must be able to teach people around him. Only then the junior will stick around him. They don't come only for money. We must be able to add value to the life of our juniors. That is important. Whether he is in the accounts department, whether he is in the housekeeping department, whether he is a nurse, she is a nurse, or a doctor. We must add value to their life by transferring our knowledge, skill, and experience to the juniors. Then you can build a team. That is fundamental. He must be a good teacher, trainer, and a mentor. Then third, he must be able to reflect what he has done and should be able to compile them and present them in front of a gathering like this. He must be able to publish a paper that will bring his respect for the peers. That is important. No other profession demands all these three qualities equally except medicine. For a doctor, I tried to do this all throughout my life. Though I was in Guwahati, I came out of All India Institute of Medical Science. So I never left academics, never neglected academics. I spent lot of time in studying, buying books. That is my hobby even today also. Every month I buy 14 to 15,000 rupees I spend in buying books only. So I keep learning. A doctor needs to be very, very humble. We make lot of mistake with our patients. That day when Paragmani was meeting me, I was telling them, it took us 50 years, not only me, a group of excellent doctors, supposed to be best in the world, to diagnose a condition which I was suffering for last 50 years. Ultimately, I had to be confined to home. I was not able to do. I stopped seeing patients 10 years ago, for 10 years I am not seeing patients, but I was doing other things. I was very busy. For last 1 year, I was almost confined to my room only. It reached such an extent. In spite of consulting so many people, then I started researching on my own, started studying on my own. Then I realized this is probably what I am suffering from. And finally, it turned out to be so. So that makes me humble. We make mistakes. In medicine, out of 25 things that you do, you make one mistake. That's the data from America. In India, you can imagine. You can imagine. They have so much of resources, so much of technology. Things are much more improved. Still then, there is one mistake, one error out of every 25 things that you do. Then you remember about ICU. You have, when a patient is in the ICU, on an average, 170 procedures are done in 24 hours. 170 procedures for every ICU patient in 24 hours. If you make one mistake out of 25, then in 170 procedure, how many errors have happened with that patient in every 24 hours? So if somebody becomes angry because of something not happening the way they wanted, never argue with them. Be humble. Always think that there must have been something going wrong. That was my always, when somebody says that, Dr. Bora, I was in your hospital, I always say, did everything gone well with you? That is what I first ask. যে GNRC যদি কোনোবা পেশেন্ট কেতিয়াবা ভৰ্তি হৈ থাকে আৰু মোক যেতিয়া কয় যে ডক্টৰ বৰা মই আপোনাৰ হস্পিটেলত আছিলোঁ, এতিয়াতো গোটেই পেশেন্টৰ খিয়াল ৰাখিব নোৱাৰো, গতিকে তেতিয়া মই প্ৰথম মোৰ প্ৰশ্নটো হ'ল সববিলাক ঠিকে থাকে গ'লনে বাৰু আপোনাৰ? কাৰণ মই জানো we are full of errors. There are lots of omissions and commissions. So everybody, we must learn how to be humble. How to be humble. In my case itself, it took me 50 years to diagnose my underlying medical problem. I consulted all the best doctors of this country. I knew everybody of them. I went to outside India also. They also could not make it out. They also could not make it out. Just because I was telling Aditya Paragmani that day, I walk a lot. So I walk almost 20,000 steps every day. 20,000 steps every day. In spite of my illness, I was walking. I told him that I should have died long time back. But I am alive today because of that habit, that I walk. So one should be very, very humble. That's my realization as a doctor. After crossing 75 years, I entered medical college in 1970, so it is 55 years. So at the end of the day, we do not know many more things. In one of my visits to Harvard, there's a bookstore in front of Harvard. That is run by the Harvard students. It's very interesting. I went to that bookstore. It is a 5-storied building. We don't see that kind of bookstore in India. So I went to the bookstores. I spent almost 2 days in going to that bookstores. So Priyanka was undergoing some courses in Harvard, so I was with her. So I don't have any work. I go to that library and I see the books, what is happening. Then I found out that out of the thousands of books in that library, maybe in millions, I did not find more than 1 or 2 books which I have gone through. That is the limitation of knowledge. That is the limitation of knowledge. I was talking in the morning in another function. Then I told them that, you know how many biomedical articles are generated every year? 2 million. How many of them we read? These are all about biomedical sciences. 2 million articles are being published. You know, in the Medline, how many new articles are added every year? 5 lakhs new articles come on different topics. You know how many random clinical trials are being conducted across the world on different medical problems? Every day, 75 new random clinical trials are being started. We are discussing about evidence-based medicine. Then I said, this vastness of knowledge, how much we read. Then also I came across a very interesting topic. How much time a doctor spends to read about a patient while being treated? Lawyers read about a case. What about doctors? It's not my comment, It's the study, voluntarily disclosed by doctors. When you are a student, you see a patient in the ward, then you read about that patient for 90 minutes in a week on an average. When it comes to the resident staff, medical officers, 70% of them do not read at all about the patient because they are so much overburdened by work. They don't get time, they don't read at all. On an average, they read 15 minutes per week about a patient they are treating. Not that we know everything about the patient. When it comes to the consultant level, their admission is that their average time of study about a patient when the patient is undergoing treatment under them per week is 45 minutes. Only for 45 minutes they read about a patient. When they are student, they read about how to pass the examination. That is important. So we read very little about so many articles, so many random clinical trials, so many evidence-based medicines. The evidence class 1, class 2, class 3 has come out. We hardly have time to study all those. I think we as a doctor, now your artificial intelligence revolutions, internet revolution will affect. First one, it would be the medical science. They will read about the disease, they will read about the symptoms, but that is not final. They will need a doctor's opinion. But they will come prepared with all the questions to you. We need to be prepared. We cannot be rude about that. The profession is becoming more and more demanding. More and more demanding. So, people are also, it's a science where there is lot of information asymmetry. I know, even with my limited knowledge, for example, a stroke patients come, I know so much about stroke, my patient may not know anything about stroke. So I can tell him anything and I can do anything for him. But that time will go very quickly. Technology comes overnight. Huh? See, artificial intelligence, we are just hearing about us. Now, you have seen to what stage it has come, artificial intelligence. You cannot stop it. Because those people who are sponsoring these things, they have got deep pockets. They can invest funds, they can invest resources, they can make it available to the people within a very short time. But changing our mindset, changing our nature, changing people's behavior takes time. That's a big challenge. So technology we cannot avoid. It will come automatically. But the care, the empathy and compassion, then the preparedness of the doctors and the medical staff to cope up with the technology and make people happy, give them a best experience when they come to the hospital would be a big challenge in years to come. I think I have taken more time than what I was supposed to do. So with all this, again, I would thank the News 18. You are very much close to my heart. I have deep respect for these organizations. You are doing wonderful work in this part of the country. Please keep it up. I'll have all my best wishes and blessings to all of you. Then Lion International, I don't need to appreciate you. The world appreciates you. The world recognizes your good work being done across the globe. You are known as the greatest social worker or the philanthropist of the world. So you have come forward to join News 18 and to give me recognition as the lifetime achievement. I will remain ever grateful to you. And Dr. Sir, so though GNRC was started ahead of downtown, but he is my mentor. He was one of the finest teachers I met in medical college, who taught us the ABCD of medicine. So it's I think, I'm very, very fortunate to have 2 lifetime achievement awards from Dr. Narendra sir. Thank you very much, sir. So, Dr. Dhubajyoti Bora was my Anuj, I'll say. He was my junior, 1 year probably difference, right? So, but we are doing medicine together, probably MD medicine, yeah. So, Tanmoy was my student in medical college. So, we started life in a very humble way. Dr. Sir ki najano, মই যেতিয়া মেডিকেল কলেজত চাকৰিত সোমাইছিলোঁ 1976ত মোৰ দৰমহা আছিলে 500 টকা ৰাইট 8 বছৰ চাকৰি কৰাৰ পিছত যেতিয়া মই চাকৰিটো মোৰ নোহোৱা হৈ গ'ল তেতিয়া মোৰ দৰমহা হৈছিলে 1100 টকা my wife was a PhD student my daughter sitting here was a 2-year-old kid but we were managing it We left medical college not because of a small salary, but because of an opportunity. I thought, I have learned medicine, I have learned neurology, and I have come back to Assam. I want to help the people of Assam, like Tanmoy said, right? But I was asked to work in anesthesia. I'm telling you today the story. I said that you work in anesthesia, give us 3 months time to create a job for you. Then after 3 months, when I went to meet the Commissioner of Health, he turned me out of his room. He said that I will suspend you. I said, you can suspend me as long as I am your employee. Do you think for 1100 rupees, I am coming to request you for a job? How many neurologists do you have in Assam? At the Northeast, 2 neurologists. And he turned me out of his room. That moment I told him that I am no longer your employee. I do not know what I will do. I never thought or imagined that I will leave medical college. I love teaching. So in medical college, I love to teach my students. So I never thought that. Even I was selected for both neurology and cardiology in All India Institute of Medical Science. I had to select whether I join neurology or cardiology. The whole night I was not sleeping, tossing in bed and thinking about it. Then I decided for neurology. I thought that here in Guwahati, students need to be taught neurology, and with the hammer and the tuning fork, you can create magic for the students. So I decided to go for neurology. So that's how I had selected it. So life goes like that. Life goes like that. I probably have shared more than what is needed. So thank you very much for listening to me. Thank you very much for your kind attention. Once again, thanking you all, including Mr. Bora. So, News 18 and Lions International, this is a special moment for me. I'll remember it forever. And probably, so whatever I have said, including regarding euthanasia, I'm telling it from the core of my heart. I want to live with respect and dignity. I did my professional responsibility with respect and dignity, love and affection, kindness and caring, honesty and truthfulness, empathy and accountability. Those were my 10 commandments of life, professional life. So with all this, I would like to leave the platform to the organizers. Thank you so much. Thank you.